Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bridal makeup tutorial featuring Brooklyn again. You probably already recognize her from another one of my tutorials on my channel. I just wanted to say I lost the footage of me putting the primer, foundation and concealer on, but I've done Brooklyn's makeup before, uploaded it onto YouTube, so check out that video if you want to see how I do the foundation, primer and concealer. But yeah, those are the products that I use, as you can see on the screen. So I just use Benefit Professional, then sprayed her face with the Gerard Slay All Day setting spray. Then I used MAC Studio Fix in NC37 and then Maybelline Fit Me in Light to conceal and highlight underneath her eyes, forehead, bridge of her nose, cupid's bow and chin. And then I'm just blending it out, and this is where the footage actually started. I have no idea what happened, but I'm really sorry. And so now I'm just baking her concealer underneath her eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, just on the same damp beauty blender. And then I'm going in and setting the rest of her face with the Australis Fresh and Flawless face powder in darkest brown. And then after setting her face, as you can see, I'm just wiping off that excess translucent powder from the bake. So to bronze and contour, I'm using the Hoola Benefit bronzer, and obviously I didn't want to do a harsh contoured look, so I wanted to try and keep it as soft and natural as possible. So I didn't, go in and bake underneath there or anything. All I did was just use the Spectrum Cosmetics angled, I'm pretty sure it's a blush brush or a bronzer brush, I'm not quite sure because they're not labeled. As you can see, I'm just placing that in the hollows of her cheekbones, on her jaw, on her temples, around her forehead, and then underneath her lip, underneath her chin, and then I go in to contour her nose with a Makeup Addictions Cosmetics brush. I'm not sure what it's called. I'll have it linked down below though, but you can see what I'm doing. And then for blush, I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso and just placing that on her cheeks up to her temples. This is literally the best blush in the world. I think it's my favorite, and it's so affordable as well. And then for highlighter, I'm using Mary Luminizer by The Balm and just placing that basically everywhere. Not really, but if I could, I would. But I'm just placing that on her cheekbones, bridge of her nose, tip of her nose, just underneath her brow bone and her cupid's bow. And then I'm doing her brows. Firstly, I'm just brushing them out with the Pony Cosmetics brush. And then I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Brow Palette, and I'm using the shade Soft Brown and really lightly filling in her brows. Her brows are so amazing naturally, so I didn't really do much to them because I don't need it. And then I'm just putting some brow gel on. This is the Rimmel Born This Way Clear Brow Gel. And yeah. So the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using is the original Tartelette palette, and I've been recently so obsessed with this. I've pretty much used it on every single client. So I'm just grabbing the transition shade called Force of Nature, and I'm just using that to buff in her crease. Then I'm taking Free Spirit, which is a matte white shade, and I'm just using that on a eyeshadow packing brush and focusing that mainly on the inner corners of the eyes. I know you're going to hate me again, but I did lose a little bit of the footage of me putting Dreamer in the outer corners of the eyes, so I'm just kind of finishing up on that. So all I did was just put that matte brown color in the outer corners and just blending it out so it looks seamless. Then I'm just taking Mary Lou and just using that underneath her brow bone and on her inner corners. Then taking Dreamer again, and I'm just using that on her lower lash line. I'm not making it too heavy or anything, but just so there's a little bit of color on the bottom, so that's what I decided to do. Okay, so I decided to do a little how-to segment because heaps of you have requested like a little video or tutorial on how I do lashes on other people, so I hope this helps. So first I like to coat the lashes with a little bit of mascara, and then what you need is some lash glue, tweezers, and scissors. I use the House of Lashes lash glue, and I absolutely love the Anastasia Beverly Hills tweezers, and just any cosmetic scissors will do. So first what you have to do is measure the lash to the eye shape. There's nothing worse than me seeing lashes that don't fit like people's eyes. You can see that it's way too long. I've actually seen girls where they've had their lashes too long and they've actually stuck the lash to their skin on the corner of their eyes. So you have to make sure you measure the lash to the client's eye shape. So after measuring the lash, I found that I've needed to cut around 90% of my clients' lashes just because they're way too long for their eye shape. And a big mistake that I see makeup artists and girls doing their own makeup make is cutting the lash from the inner corner as opposed to the outer corner. So when you cut the lash from the inner corner, as you can see, like the gradient from short to long will just cut off. So if you cut it from the outer corner, there will be no like gradient cut off, if that makes any sense at all. But trust me, I used to cut it off from the inner corner rather than the outer corner, and it looked ridiculous, and I didn't realize until maybe like 2 years ago. I hope I'm making sense. I'm not the best at explaining things, but then the next step is to coat the lash in lash glue, obviously. And as I said before, I use the House of Lashes lash glue. I just find that glue literally is like super glue. It is amazing, and I buy it from the House of Lashes website directly. And step 4 is probably one of the most important steps when applying false lashes. It's going to make your life so much easier if you just wait 30 seconds to a minute after applying the glue on the lash before you actually put it onto your eye, just because the glue has become more tacky and it just makes it so much easier for it to stick rather than just putting it on straight away, fiddling around, messing around until the glue dries, because then that's a disaster. I've done it like that for years, trust me, I've been through that. But seriously, just wait 30 seconds and your lash game will be strong, trust me. And finally, step 5, applying the lashes. So usually I just apply them straight in the middle, and then I just use the tweezers to stick down both the inner and outer corner, and then I just use the other end of the tweezers to really push the fake eyelashes into the real lashes, if that makes any sense. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that mini eyelash tutorial. So now onto lips. I'm using the new Gerard Cosmetics Nude Lip Liner. I'll have a discount code down below for those that are interested. They're amazing. They're so creamy, so pigmented. Love the colors. Oh my god. Dying for them. And then the lipstick I'm using is the Buttercup Gerard Cosmetics lipstick as well. Just placing that on. It's probably one of the most popular bridal colors. And then over the top, I'm just using a MAC lip gloss. And then to finish the look off, I'm just using a little bit more of the mascara, and I'm just putting that on the bottom lashes. And then I decided she needed more highlight, so we're just going in with some more Mary Lou, and oh my god, look how good that looks. Dying. It looks amazing. And so this is the final look for the soft bridal makeup look. So now I'm going to move on to what changes I would make to make it a little bit more glam. So for the eyes, I'm just using the same palette, and I'm taking Multitasker, and I'm just placing that on the outer corners of her eyes just to make it a little bit more dramatic and darker, just over the top of the previous eyeshadow. By the way, how much better is this lighting? I wish I used this previously, but that's alright. I'm always trying to make new improvements. So yeah, I'm just using that on a blending brush and just blending until it's all seamless. Then I'm just grabbing some concealer. This is just the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Light, and I'm just cleaning up the edges. Then taking Multitasker again, I'm just darkening her lower lash line up a little bit, and yeah, I'm just smoking that out. And then I decided to pop a wing on because who doesn't love a good wing? I'm using the Tarte Clay Paint Liner on the Sigma Winged Liner Brush, and as you can see, I'm doing her winged liner. I love winged liner. By the way, I changed the lashes too. I use the Model Rock 212 lashes, and now for lips, I'm just lining it with a Australis lip liner. I forgot the color, I'll leave it listed down below. And then over the top of that, I'm using Vintage Rose by Gerard Cosmetics. And then over the top, I'm just using a clear MAC lip gloss. So that is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys liked both looks, and don't forget to comment down below which look you liked the most. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!